Good evening, everyone. So, I want to tell a story today, and hopefully, in this story, you can get some perspective on something that you didn't know was there or maybe was possible. Because sometimes when we hear a video like this, it's usually being told to us, at us, and when we can hear things in a story and imagine ourselves to be something else hearing a story, it can take us out of ourselves, so to say. So, this story is going to be about something I was talking about in my last video, something about the who's, the what's, the where's, the why's, the when's, the how's of human beings. These are fundamental concepts within structure itself that is underlying most motivation and thought. And for a second, just imagine yourself to be some sort of energy that is free of a body. An existence that there is no space, time, or locations. There's just being and connectedness and experience. A goodness, a curiosity. And as this, a story is told from somewhere. This story is about something called a human being. And this something or other tells you the story of the human being, of a biological, material, energetic system thing that lives in something called a somewhere, with some things, objects, so to say. And in these somewheres and some things, there's distance and an experience of time traveled. And this human thing notices itself as something or other in this space where there's distance and time and experience. And with it, there's questions that are there. Questions of, who am I? What is this? What am I doing? Why am I unhappy? Why am I happy? Perhaps there's hunger that arises, and a noticing, and the question of, what is that? Oh, something grumbly, craving. How do I solve this? What do I do? Food. Where is food? Over there. How do I get there? How long does it take? When do we arrive there? All these questions are tied intrinsically into this human experience space that this human being experiences going towards and away, figuring out what is and what isn't, how to solve this or that to achieve a need such as a craving for food or a shelter to provide against the elements that cause pain or discomfort. And these humans have societal ideas of what's important and what's not important, and what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do, and what makes you happy and what doesn't make you happy, and what's good and what's bad. And with these, there's more of these questions of who, what, where, why, when in relation to those things. Well, why am I unhappy? Well, I did this, that. I did this bad, and I did this good. I need a car to feel like I'm important because everyone else has a car. I need a house because that's something that will make me happy. Ideas in which are shared and developed and created within human society. Now, it's not to say that these human beings don't find functionality and use and benefit and pleasure in relation to solving these things, solving the need to create a shelter or to provide food for themselves or a family, or to bond together to figure out an issue that confronts them. But within this system of things and others and harms that can be done to the human, there's fears that can develop and resistances and traumas that cause the human to want to avoid as much of that trauma that happened one time so it never happens again, like a bear attack or an embarrassment in front of the social peers that happened that person will never want to put themselves on stage again to be laughed at. And as this entity, you go, oh, that is what it's like to be human. How interesting, how sad, how wonderful, how just mysterious that exists in this mystery. Now, the thing about the story is it's perhaps closer to truth than you realize. This fictitious thing I hope you imagine yourself to be perhaps is closer in possibility as an experience or a reality or a something or other that you can know and see and experience for oneself. That the human realm is not just limited to the who, what, where's, why's, and when's. The fulfillment found through accomplishing this or that, or proving this or that to you or to someone else. That a stability, a freedom, a creativity can be found that is beyond a need to do something to create it or do it or find it or solve something. Perhaps this creativity, freedom, knowledge of connectivity and oneness is already there as a human capacity, you could say, or a capacity in which humans can realize. Perhaps already it's opening up for you a little bit, a little taste of something that you never knew was there or possible. Something pointed to or alluded to perhaps in Buddhism or Hinduism, or maybe you've tasted or heard or seen something similar within the Bible or within perhaps the science field of flow and being in the moment or mindfulness. Perhaps that's why you watch my videos or clicked on this video. So with that, I think that it concludes the story, this video. If you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to go into any kind of talk or questioning into this. Alright, so have a good night. Take care, guys.